In today's video, we're diving into one of America's most iconic coins, the Jefferson nickel. Specifically, we'll be talking about the 1964 Jefferson nickel, its fascinating history, how to determine its value, and why this humble 5-cent piece can be worth way more than you might think. If you've ever wondered about the 1964 Jefferson nickel and what it's worth today, stick around. We're about to uncover the secrets of this small but mighty coin. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy learning about coins and history. Let's get started. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938. The Jefferson nickel replaced the Indian head nickel, which had been in use since 1913. The new design was created by renowned engraver Felix Schlag after a nationwide design competition. Why Jefferson? Well, the coin is named after Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is best known for authoring the Declaration of Independence and for overseeing the Louisiana Purchase. This coin was minted to honor him, and the reverse design features Jefferson's home, Monticello, a symbol of his legacy. But what makes the 1964 version so special? Let's talk about the specifics of the 1964 Jefferson nickel and how it stands out in the world of numismatics. The 1964 Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag. This image is based on a life mask of Jefferson created by sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdin, which has been praised for its accuracy and lifelike quality. On the reverse side, we have Monticello, Jefferson's estate, which represents his contribution to American history. The coin was minted at all three U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While this coin may seem fairly standard compared to today's more modern coins, it marks the last year that the classic design would be used unchanged until the introduction of the new designs in the 1965 to 2000 period. So, what is the 1964 Jefferson nickel worth? Well, to start, the value of the 1964 nickel in typical circulated condition is only 5 cents, the face value of the coin. However, when it comes to collectible coins, things get a little more interesting. There are several factors that can affect the value of a coin, and the 1964 Jefferson nickel is no exception. For example, if you happen to have a 1964 nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth more than just its face value. For those with high-quality coins, the value can rise significantly. You may have heard that the current market value for some of these coins can go as high as $88.91, and yes, that's true for specific, rare versions of the 1964 Jefferson nickel. There are several key factors that determine the value of your 1964 Jefferson nickel, and they can be broken down into a few categories. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are the most valuable. If your 1964 nickel has sharp details, no signs of wear, and retains its original luster, it could be worth significantly more. In fact, a 1964 Jefferson nickel in MS65, mint state 65, condition can fetch up to $20 to $30, depending on the market. Mint marks tell you where the coin was produced. The 1964 nickel comes in 3 varieties: no mint mark, Philadelphia, D4 Denver, and S4 San Francisco. While most of these coins are relatively common, certain mint marks can be harder to find in good condition, making them slightly more valuable. Within the 1964 production year, there were some slight variations in the way the dies were struck. For example, a D/S over mint mark can occur when a die from one mint is used to strike coins at a different mint. This is a rare variety and can increase the coin's value. Ultimately, the market value of any coin, including the 1964 Jefferson nickel, is influenced by demand from collectors. If more people are hunting for specific varieties or high-grade coins, the prices can rise. As of today, some high-quality examples of the 1964 Jefferson nickel have been sold for as much as $88.91 or more, especially in auctions or private sales. Now, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1964 Jefferson nickel on your hands? Here's a quick guide. Start by carefully inspecting your coin. Is there noticeable wear on the coin? If it's worn down, the value will be closer to face value. If it's in excellent condition, it might be worth more. The best way to determine a coin's condition is by using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Check the reverse side of the coin for the mint mark, either D, S, or none. If your coin is from the Philadelphia Mint, it won't have a mint mark, so be sure to check the other possibilities. This can be trickier, but keep an eye out for rare die varieties, such as the D/S mint mark combination. These are highly sought after by collectors. If you think you have a coin that could be worth a lot, consider getting it professionally graded by a service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. A grade can give you a clearer idea of its market value. As of now, the 1964 Jefferson nickel can be worth more than its face value, and in rare cases, it has reached impressive prices. A coin in MS-65 condition could sell for $20 to $30. However, if you have a very rare die variety or a coin with an error, you could see values up to $88.91, as seen in some recent auctions. Remember, coin values can fluctuate, so always stay updated with current market trends, and if you're serious about collecting, don't hesitate to consult experts or reputable dealers. So, there you have it. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American history and, as you can see, has the potential to be a valuable addition to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep your eyes peeled for those rare, high-quality coins. You never know, the next time you check your change, you might be holding onto a coin worth more than you think. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Have you found a valuable Jefferson nickel? Let us know in the comments below. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of rare coins or just curious about the value of your change, today's video is going to be something you won't want to miss. We're diving deep into the history, value, and current market worth of the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel. Yes, you heard that right. This 5-cent coin could be worth a lot more than you think, with some in great condition fetching up to $87.61. Stick around as we explore what makes this coin so special and how you can find one in your own collection. Let's start with a little history. The Jefferson nickel, introduced in 1938, is named after the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, this coin features a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse, while the reverse shows his home, Monticello, located in Virginia. The design has remained largely unchanged for decades, with only a few modifications to keep up with modern minting techniques and commemorative editions. The 1991 P version of the Jefferson nickel, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, is part of the standard issue series. While most Jefferson nickels from the 90s are common and don't carry significant value, there are certain key factors that make specific coins stand out. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel itself. On the obverse, we have a detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, facing left, with the inscription "In God We Trust" above, and "Liberty" and the year 1991 below. You can also spot the mint mark P beneath the date, indicating that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's estate, with the words Monticello above and E pluribus unum beneath. The coin's overall design is a classic, but it's the condition and unique features of certain coins that can determine their value in the market. While the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is common, there are some that are more valuable due to their condition and rarity. As with any coin, the condition is crucial. Coins are graded based on their wear and tear, and the better the condition, the higher the value. Most 1991 P. Jefferson nickels that you come across will be in circulation, and they're typically worth just their face value of 5 cents. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in mint state, you could be holding on to something special. Coins in mint state are virtually free of any wear, with sharp details and a clean surface. These coins are often graded by professional companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. For example, A 1991p Jefferson nickel graded as MS67 or higher could be worth much more than you'd expect. Let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the market value. So, how much is the 1991p Jefferson nickel actually worth? Well, it can range greatly depending on its condition. A typical 1991p nickel in circulated condition is worth about 5 cents. But in pristine, uncirculated condition, these coins can fetch a lot more. Some of the best examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher, are worth as much as $87.61. Now, you might be thinking, why is this coin worth so much? Well, it comes down to the rarity of coins in mint condition. The 1991p coins that were produced in Philadelphia have been in circulation for decades, so most of them are either worn or damaged. But if you come across one that's in exceptional shape, it could be worth hundreds of times its face value. The key is finding one that's graded as MS65 or higher. So, how can you find a valuable 1991p Jefferson nickel? Well, it starts with carefully inspecting your loose change or collections. Look for coins that have been well preserved, no scratches, no signs of heavy wear, and a bright, shiny finish. Coins that have been kept in protective cases or rolls for decades are more likely to be in excellent condition. Cut to a scene of a collector carefully examining a 1991p Jefferson nickel with a magnifying glass. Also, consider purchasing coins from reputable dealers who specialize in rare and graded coins. If you find a 1991p Jefferson nickel that looks like it might be in great condition, it's worth having it professionally graded. A good grade can significantly increase its value when it's time to sell. So there you have it. The 1991p Jefferson nickel, while generally common and worth just 5 cents in most cases, could be worth up to $87.61 if you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the world of coins is full of surprises. Always keep an eye out for those hidden gems that could be worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Have you ever found a valuable coin? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Into the world of one of America's iconic coins, the 1995p Jefferson nickel. If you've ever wondered whether this coin could be worth more than just 5 cents, you're in for a treat. We'll explore its history, the valuable versions of this coin, and what makes it so special in today's market. Stick around to find out how much your 1995p Jefferson nickel could be worth right now. Let's get started. Before we dive into its value, let's take a quick trip through history. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel pays tribute to Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is famously known for authoring the Declaration of Independence and for his pivotal role in the Louisiana Purchase. On the obverse, front, side of the coin, we see a portrait of Jefferson, while the reverse features an image of Monticello, his Virginia home. This design has been a constant on the nickel since its inception, although it has undergone a few updates over the decades. Most notably, in 2004, the reverse was redesigned to honor the Louisiana Purchase, which was a significant event during Jefferson's presidency. The 1995p Jefferson nickel was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it has a P Mint mark. This year didn't introduce any major design changes, but it's the condition and rarity of specific 1995p coins that make them special today. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. While most 1995p Jefferson nickels are worth their face value of just 5 cents, certain conditions and characteristics can make them significantly more valuable to collectors. First, the condition is key. Coins that are in mint state or near perfect condition are the ones that can fetch higher prices. You'll often hear terms like MS65 or MS66 when discussing coin grades. These grades are part of a system that measures a coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the number, the better the condition. If your 1995p nickel is in mint state with minimal wear, it could be worth a lot more than just a few cents. Now, here's the exciting part: the current market value of the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel. As of today, a 1995 P. Jefferson nickel in exceptional condition can be worth up to $92.51 or even more. That's right, this humble 5-cent coin can fetch a premium price if it meets the right criteria. But how does this happen? Well, part of it comes down to rarity. In the world of coin collecting, a coin's rarity is just as important as its condition. There are certain 1995 P nickels with slight minting errors that make them even more valuable, especially if they're found in near-perfect condition. For instance, some coins have double die errors, where the design was struck more than once, leading to a noticeable distortion of the text or images on the coin. So, how can you spot a valuable 1995 P Jefferson nickel in your collection? Well, keep your eyes peeled for these features. First, check the coin for any unusual marks or double strikes, especially in the lettering and on Monticello. The more pronounced the error, the more likely it is to catch the attention of collectors. If you notice any noticeable doubling or unusual die marks, that coin could be worth more than its face value. Next, use a magnifying tool to inspect the fine details. Look at the sharpness of Jefferson's portrait and the edges of the Monticello building. Coins with clear, crisp details are much more sought after than those that have been worn down by time or circulation. If you think your coin might be valuable, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded. Professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can help you determine the true value of your coin based on its condition and rarity. Coin collecting is all about patience, and understanding market trends can make a big difference. The value of coins can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and even broader economic factors. So, while your 1995 P. Jefferson nickel may be worth $92.51 today, the market can shift, and prices might change in the future. Want to know where to find these valuable coins? Coin shows, online auctions, and trusted dealers are great places to search for the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel in top condition. Be sure to always verify the authenticity of the coin before making any purchases or sales. To wrap it up, the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel may seem like just another coin in your change jar, but it could be hiding a significant value. If you have one in excellent condition, especially with a minting error or unique feature, it could be worth a lot more than you think. So, take a close look at your coins, check for any signs of rarity, and remember to always verify your coin's worth before selling or buying. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin tips, tricks, and history. If you're a fan of coin collecting or just curious about rare finds that could be worth a lot of money, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the history and value of a classic American coin, the 1996 D. Jefferson nickel. You might be surprised to learn that this humble 5-cent piece could be worth a lot more than you think. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from us. Let's jump right in. First, let's take a step back in time. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, and it has seen several design changes throughout its long history. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features the portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and on the reverse, an image of Jefferson's home, Monticello. The coin has undergone some design adjustments over the years, but the overall theme has always remained a tribute to President Jefferson and his contributions to America. One thing to note is that the Jefferson nickel was first produced in a time when America was recovering from the Great Depression, so the design and durability were meant to symbolize hope and resilience. Fast forward to 1996, a year that holds special significance for collectors of the Jefferson nickel series. The 1996 D. Jefferson nickel is considered a key date in the series. What sets this coin apart from other coins minted in 1996 or earlier? It's a combination of rarity and the specific production circumstances. In 1996, the United States Mint struck over 1 billion nickels, But the 1996 D, which is the Denver minted variety, stands out due to certain characteristics that make it more valuable. Now you might wonder, why is this specific coin worth so much more than its face value of 5 cents? Well, that's where the market and the collector's community come into play. Here's the deal. The 1996 D Jefferson nickel is sought after by collectors because of its unique features. While the coin is technically not extremely rare in terms of mintage, its high value is driven by several key factors. Many of these coins were circulated heavily, so finding one in excellent condition is not easy. Coins that are in high grades like MS65 or higher, mint state, are especially valuable. Collectors have a keen interest in this particular coin because of its unique history, making it a popular choice for anyone building a Jefferson nickel collection. A small number of 1996 D nickels were produced with subtle minting errors, which can significantly increase their worth. Errors like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or other anomalies make these coins even rarer and more valuable. So, let's talk about the money. As of today, the current market value of the 1996 D Jefferson nickel can range quite a bit, depending on its condition, errors, and overall demand. A typical 1996 D in average circulation condition might only be worth a few dollars. However, if you have one that is in pristine condition, like a grade MS65 or higher, you could be looking at around $77.35 or more. Now I know what you're thinking, is my 1996 D nickel worth that much? Well, if you've got one that's been carefully stored, or if you spot a minting error, you might just be in luck. Some of the higher grade examples have sold for well above the typical market price, depending on the collector and the auction. If you're hoping to find a valuable 1996 D Jefferson nickel in your own collection, here are some quick tips to identify if your coin is one that could be worth a lot more than 5 cents. The first thing you need to check is the mint mark. The 1996 D nickel has the D mint mark on the reverse side, located just below the Monticello building. Look for signs of wear. A high-grade coin, MS65 or above, will have sharp details and minimal wear on the design. Inspect the coin for any signs of minting errors. If you notice anything unusual, like a double die or an off-center strike, you might have a much rarer and more valuable coin on your hands. So, let's say you've got a 1996 D Jefferson nickel that you believe could be worth more than just a few cents. What's the next step? First, you'll want to have the coin appraised by a reputable coin dealer or send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will assign a grade to your coin and can significantly impact its value. Once graded, you can either sell the coin through an auction, a dealer, or through an online marketplace like eBay. But be careful, always do your research before making any transaction, and make sure you're dealing with trusted sources to get the best price possible. There you have it, folks. The 1996 D Jefferson nickel may seem like just another 5-cent piece, but it can actually be worth a lot of money, up to $77.35 or more, depending on its condition and any potential minting errors. So, next time you come across a 1996 D in your change, make sure to give it a close look. It could be worth more than you think. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you've found any rare coins in your own collection. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and historical insights. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics, the 1997 D Jefferson nickel. If you have one of these in your collection, or even in your spare change, it could be worth a lot more than you think. We're talking about its history, the value of the coin today, and why it could be worth as much as $76.34. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. First, let's talk about the Jefferson nickel's history. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag, and it was a replacement for the Buffalo nickel. The design honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and it features a portrait of him on the obverse. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the most famous version, and the one we're focusing on today, is the 1997D. Why is the 1997D so important? Well, it's part of the modern Jefferson series, minted in Denver with the D mint mark on the reverse. But more than just a typical nickel, it has features that set it apart from the regular circulation coins. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin valuable today. Let's break down the design. On the obverse, we see a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the man behind the Declaration of Independence. Above him is the inscription "In God We Trust," along with liberty and the date 1997. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, along with the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, and the denomination, 5 cents. The Monticello design has been part of the Jefferson nickel since its introduction in 1938, and it's one of the most enduring and recognizable symbols in American coinage. Now you might be wondering, what's the value of the 1997D Jefferson nickel today? Well, the base value of this coin is, of course, 5 cents. However, depending on its condition, the value can increase dramatically. Most 1997D Jefferson nickels in average condition are worth just a few cents over face value. But in uncirculated condition or with certain unique characteristics, the value can skyrocket. In fact, a mint state, well-preserved 1997D Jefferson nickel can be worth around $76.34. This is due to a few factors. Primarily the rarity of certain examples and the demand from collectors who are looking for high-quality coins to add to their collections. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in pristine condition, especially one with exceptional features like clear, sharp details, minimal wear, and no noticeable flaws, then you could have a valuable coin on your hands. So, why does the 1997D Jefferson nickel command such a premium in the market? Well, coin collecting is about more than just age. It's also about rarity and condition. The market for Jefferson nickels has been steadily increasing, especially as certain years, like the 1997D, have become harder to find in perfect condition. In the past few years, we've seen a rise in demand for these coins, which means prices can fluctuate depending on the current trends in numismatic markets. Collectors are always looking for coins in mint state, and the 1997D is no exception. Whether it's for historical value, rarity, or just the aesthetic appeal of the coin itself, demand for this nickel is likely to continue rising, which only increases its value. Now, how can you tell if your 1997D Jefferson nickel is worth more than just a nickel? First, look at the condition. Coins that are in uncirculated condition will have very sharp details, with no signs of wear. Check for any blemishes or scratches. These can significantly lower the value. A coin graded as MS65 or higher will have a lot more value than a well-worn coin. You'll also want to look for any unique features or potential errors. While the 1997D doesn't have any particularly famous minting errors, certain features like a well-centered strike, sharp details, and minimal surface marks can all add value. So, you've found a 1997D Jefferson nickel that's in great condition. What's the next step? If you're looking to sell, there are a few different routes you can take. You can visit a local coin dealer, sell your coin at an auction, or even list it online through auction sites like eBay. But be sure to have your coin professionally graded to get an accurate estimate of its value, especially if you think it could be worth more than the average coin. Just remember, when selling your coin, don't settle for less than it's worth. Do your research and shop around to get the best price. To sum it all up, the 1997D Jefferson nickel may just be a small coin, but it can pack a big punch when it comes to value, especially in high-quality condition. If you've got one tucked away in your collection, or even in your pocket change, now might be the time to take a closer look. Thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a coin that turned out to be worth more than you thought. Until next time, keep on collecting. If you're a coin enthusiast, or even if you're just starting to dive into the world of numismatics, today's video is one you definitely don't want to miss. We're going to be talking about the fascinating history, the surprising value, and the incredible potential worth of the 2000p Jefferson nickel. Specifically, we're going to dive deep into the 2000p Jefferson nickel, a coin that many people overlook. But little did they know, this humble 5-cent piece might be sitting in their change jar, or even in their pocket right now, and it could be worth up to $97,550. First, let's take a quick trip through history. The Jefferson nickel was introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. Designed by renowned artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel honors our third president, Thomas Jefferson, one of the most influential figures in American history. On the front, we see a profile of Thomas Jefferson, while on the back, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, which is featured prominently. Now, this design has changed over the years, but the basics have stayed the same. Fast forward to the year 2000, and the U.S. Mint released a series of coins commemorating the 200th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's death. While most of these coins were just regular circulating pieces, some of them turned out to be far more valuable than others, including the 2000p Jefferson nickel. So, what makes the 2000p Jefferson nickel so special? For starters, it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the coin. But beyond that, the coin is often regarded as a potential treasure due to a few key factors. One of the reasons this coin is so sought after is due to an extremely rare minting error. The error involves a doubling of the digits on the coin's date, or on the mint mark itself. These small imperfections, often overlooked by casual collectors, can make a huge difference in value. When you look at the 2000p nickel, you might notice a faint, but noticeable doubling of the numbers, or the mint mark might appear unusually thick. This error, known as die doubling, occurs when the dies used to strike the coin aren't aligned properly, creating this doubling effect. In many cases, this leads to a coin being worth far more than its face value. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much is a 2000p Jefferson nickel worth? If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins with a doubling error, you could be looking at a coin valued at $97,550. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $100,000 for a 5-cent coin. Coins with such errors, especially from the year 2000, have been sold at auctions for staggering amounts. In fact, a 2000p Jefferson nickel with a clear doubling error recently sold for just under $100,000, making it one of the highest-selling nickels in history. Now, even if you don't have one of these ultra-rare specimens, it's still important to understand that the value of a 2000p Jefferson nickel can vary. A typical 2000p Jefferson nickel without any errors will usually be worth just a few cents, just like any other nickel in circulation. But if you do happen to find one with those distinguishing error features, you could be sitting on a potential gold mine. And even if it's not worth that jaw-dropping $97,550, it could still fetch a nice price, several $1,000s, in some cases, depending on the condition and rarity. So, how can you tell if you've found one of these rare and valuable 2000p Jefferson nickels? Let's break it down. First, start by examining the mint mark. The P should be clear, but if it looks unusually thick or doubled, you might be looking at a mint error. Next, inspect the date. If you notice any doubling in the digits, especially on the 2 and 0, this is a key indicator of a valuable coin. Using a coin magnifier or loupe will help you see the details more clearly. Look for any irregularities, especially in the fine details of the design. If you spot any, you might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. So, to sum it up, the 2000p Jefferson nickel may seem like a simple coin at first glance, but its history, unique features, and potential for valuable minting errors make it an exciting piece for any collector. Whether you find one with an error or not, it's always worth checking your change. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin treasure hunt. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know! Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Today, we're diving into the world of nickels, focusing on the 2019p Jefferson nickel. This particular coin may look like just another 5-cent piece, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. And if you've got one of these coins in your pocket, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. Let's start with a bit of background. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features a profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and an image of his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Over the years, the design has gone through some updates, but it's mostly remained the same. The 2019 P edition is no different at first glance. Same Jefferson on the front, same Monticello on the back. But what makes this specific coin stand out? Well, there's something unique about it that is turning heads among collectors. The 2019 P Jefferson nickel was the first nickel in more than 80 years to feature a P mint mark. Now, you might think that the mint mark is no big deal, but it's actually quite significant. For decades, the Philadelphia Mint had been responsible for producing nickels, but they didn't put their mint mark on coins for most of that time. In 2019, the U.S. Mint made the decision to add the P mint mark to the Jefferson nickel, making it a historic piece in the world of American numismatics. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the value. When you think of a nickel, you might imagine a coin worth 5 cents, but this particular coin could be worth a lot more. A 2019 P Jefferson nickel in excellent condition can fetch up to $93.56, or even more on the current market. Why is it worth so much? Well, it all comes down to a few key factors. The primary reason is its rarity and the historical significance of the P mint mark. Coins with mint marks from Philadelphia are sought after by collectors because they represent a pivotal change in U.S. coinage history. And with this being the first nickel to carry that mark in over 8 decades, it's no surprise that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 2019 P nickel is worth that much? Let's go over a few tips for identifying valuable coins. First, condition is key. A 2019 P Jefferson nickel in uncirculated, pristine condition will always be worth more than a worn or damaged one. Look for coins that have sharp details on Jefferson's profile and the Monticello building. The clearer the design, the higher the value. Next, check for any errors or unique features, like doubling or unusual die marks. Rare minting mistakes can make a coin even more valuable. While $93.56 might seem like a lot for a nickel, the truth is, values like this can fluctuate based on market demand. Coins like this one are typically valued at higher prices during auction sales or when they're found in mint condition, especially when there's a collector bidding war. The value of these nickels also depends on where you're selling them. If you're looking to sell your 2019 P Jefferson nickel, keep an eye on online auction sites or check with a local coin dealer to get a professional evaluation. Now, let's talk about how to protect your valuable coins. If you have one of these 2019 P Jefferson nickels in your collection, you'll want to keep it in good condition. I recommend using coin holders or capsules to protect it from scratches, dirt, or corrosion. Remember, handling your coins with clean, dry hands is key, and you should avoid cleaning them with any chemicals or abrasives, as that could reduce their value. So, there you have it, your 2019 P Jefferson nickel might be worth more than just 5 cents. With its historic mint mark and potential for high value, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye on. If you're a coin collector or just someone with a keen eye for rare items, the 2019 P Jefferson nickel is definitely a must-have. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future update on valuable coins. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the world of numismatics, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the Jefferson nickel, specifically the 2021 P 5-cent coin. Did you know that this coin could be worth far more than its face value? Stick around as we explore its history, rarity, and current market value that could surprise you. Let's start with a bit of history. The Jefferson nickel, first minted in 1938, has had a long and storied place in U.S. coinage. The coin was designed by renowned artist Felix Schlag, and the obverse features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson. The reverse originally depicted Jefferson's home, Monticello, symbolizing both his legacy and the home where he spent much of his life. Over the years, the design has seen some changes, but it's always retained that iconic portrait of Jefferson. In 2004, the Mint began issuing redesigned reverse sides, focusing on different views of Monticello to represent its significance in American history. Now, let's focus on the 2021 P. Jefferson nickel, a coin that has become quite the talking point among collectors. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries the classic Jefferson portrait on the obverse, but let's not overlook what makes this particular year special. While the design hasn't drastically changed from the past few years, the 2021 P has garnered attention for its excellent minting quality, scarcity, and the fact that it's part of a series of nickel coins that might be worth more than face value as collectors look for rare and well-preserved examples. So, what makes the 2021 P. Jefferson nickel potentially valuable? Well, it comes down to a few key factors: rarity and condition. The Mint produced the 2021 P coins in relatively high numbers, but a coin's value can increase dramatically if it's in excellent condition. Coins that are graded in higher conditions, like MS65 or MS67, tend to command higher prices because they are free from imperfections like scratches, stains, or wear. These high-grade coins are becoming harder to find, especially as time passes and more coins enter circulation. So, if you've got a 2021 P. Jefferson nickel that looks pristine, you could have a rare find on your hands. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the value. While the 2021 P nickel originally has a face value of just 5 cents, its actual worth in today's market can surprise many. Depending on the condition and demand from collectors, the 2021 P Jefferson nickel is currently valued at around $97.58. That's right, a coin worth just 5 cents could be worth almost $100 or more. Of course, not every 2021 P nickel will fetch that kind of value. As we mentioned, the condition is key. Coins in perfect, uncirculated condition or those that are graded highly by professional services like PCGS or NGC can fetch premium prices. So, how can you identify a valuable 2021 P Jefferson nickel in your own collection? First, check for any obvious flaws. Look for scratches, discoloration, or heavy wear. Then, inspect the edges and details. A sharp, clear image of Jefferson and Monticello is a good sign of a well-preserved coin. Next, get your coin professionally graded if you think it's in good shape. Companies like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) can help you determine its exact grade. A coin graded as MS65 or higher will generally have a much higher value on the market. As time goes on, the rarity and value of the 2021 P Jefferson nickel might continue to rise. Collectors always seek out coins in excellent condition, and this nickel could become even more desirable as the years pass. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your collection, it could be worth holding on to. While no one can predict exactly how much a coin might be worth in the future, trends in coin collecting show that certain years, particularly those with fewer coins in circulation or those with unique characteristics, can see their value increase dramatically. So, there you have it. The 2021 P Jefferson nickel, while a relatively recent release, has the potential to be worth a lot more than 5 cents, especially if you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition. If you think you've found one, get it checked, get it graded, and keep an eye on the market. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips and insights on coin collecting. And let us know in the comments, have you found any valuable Jefferson nickels in your collection? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're a fan of numismatics, or just love diving deep into coin history and values, you're in for a treat today. We're talking all about the 2022 P Jefferson nickel, a coin that's not just part of our pocket change but has a fascinating history, unique features, and believe it or not, could be worth a lot more than you think. Before we get into the specifics of the and its current value, let's take a step back and look at the rich history of the Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938. That's over 80 years of American numismatic history. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel has undergone some changes over the years, but it remains one of the most iconic coins in the U.S. Mint's collection. The front features a bust of Thomas Jefferson, our third president and the author of the Declaration of Independence. The back showcases Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. These classic elements haven't changed much, making the Jefferson nickel instantly recognizable. Now let's zoom in on the star of today's video. The indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is why you'll see a P mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. But what makes this coin stand out from the rest? In 2022, the design remained consistent with the traditional Jefferson nickel, but there are a few things collectors are keeping an eye on. The first thing you'll notice is that the 2022 P coin was minted in large quantities, but that doesn't mean it's just another common nickel. In fact, its condition, rarity, and unique characteristics are key factors that can elevate its value. Here's where things get interesting. While they might not seem like a high-value coin at first glance, certain factors can significantly increase its worth. Coins that are in excellent condition, especially those with proof-like or uncirculated finishes, are more desirable to collectors and could command a higher price. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are more valuable than coins that are heavily circulated. A MS-65 grade coin or higher is considered a gem and will fetch much more than face value. You can expect a coin in perfect condition or with a unique minting error to reach prices well over the regular 5-cent value. Now, let's talk dollars and cents. As of today, the 2022 P Jefferson nickel is worth much more than just a nickel. A coin in uncirculated condition or mint state can go for around $99.62, or even more, depending on the buyer and the rarity. That's a huge markup from the 5-cent face value. Why is it worth so much? Well, collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out, whether due to a unique error, such as a doubled die, or simply because of their impeccable condition. If you happen to have a 2022 P in mint condition, you might have a nice little treasure on your hands. So, how can you get your hands on a 2022 P Jefferson nickel that could potentially be worth $99.62, or even more? First, check your pocket change. Believe it or not, valuable coins can be hiding in plain sight. But if you want to take it a step further, try searching through coin rolls or purchasing uncirculated coins from trusted dealers or online marketplaces. Just be sure to inspect the coin carefully for any signs of wear, mint errors, or unique features that could set it apart. If you're serious about coin collecting, it's important to understand how to evaluate and grade your coins. Learning about coin grading, rarity, and market trends will help you build a collection that's not only valuable but meaningful. And don't forget, sometimes it's the rarest, most unique coins that can skyrocket in value, even if they seem unassuming at first. Remember, a coin that may not be worth much today could increase in value as it becomes rarer or as more collectors enter the market. So, to wrap it up, this is a great example of how a common coin can be worth much more than face value if it's in the right condition or has certain rare features. While the current market value is hovering around $99.62, there's always potential for it to increase as the years go by and collectors continue to seek out these beautiful pieces of American history. If you're a collector or just curious about the world of numismatics, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for coins like the 2022 P Jefferson nickel. You never know when you might strike gold, or in this case, silver and nickel. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Drop any questions you have about the 2022 P Jefferson nickel or any other coins you're curious about in the comments below. I love hearing from all of you, and I'm here to help guide you on your coin collecting journey. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep hunting for those hidden treasures.